Hello and welcome back to It's What I Do. In the previous video, the Brave 7 versus the Osmo Action, in the description I mentioned a possible workaround for the sound issue, and that's what I'm going to have a look at today. I'm going to give it a little test and I'll go through what it is and how I've put it together. So stay tuned and hopefully we'll have a cheap workaround for this sound issue. Right, this is the equipment that I'm using. This microphone, which I bought when I first started this channel. I wanted to try and improve the sound quality that I was getting off of my phone, so I bought this microphone for my phone. The phone I'm using is a Samsung Note 8, which is an Android phone, and I'm using the voice recorder app actually built into the phone. I'm sure you've got similar on an iPhone, and this microphone you can buy for an iPhone as well. And I dare say you could probably use the headsets that come with the phones, you know, the ones that are for like hands-free telephone calls, because they have a microphone built into them. So you could probably get away with using that if you didn't want to spend any money at all. So let's see what it sounds like. Okay, this is a sound test using my phone as an external recorder. Excuse me. And we'll see what it sounds like and how easy it is to sync up. So sound test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll quickly show you how I synced up the sound file with the video. And what I'm using is Shotcut. And that's the software I tend to use for doing my videos, for editing and such like. And the version we're using is version 210321. There is probably a newer version out, they do release them quite often, but that's the version I'm using for this. So what you'd normally do with this is you'd name a project and start it and such like, but I'm not going to bother doing that because this is just a demonstration and not a tutorial on Shotcut. The first thing we've got to do is load up our files that we want, and we see here, as I mentioned in the comparison video, the Brave 7 numbers the files norm 0001, and once you've emptied your SD card it starts again from norm 0001. So we want that one. We load that into our software there, into our playlist, and then we want the sound from the phone that I recorded, which I've named Brave 7 Sound Test, and we load that in as well. Then we can get rid of that. So we drag the video down into the timeline, and I'm going to move it along a little bit to give me a bit of room to play. We then need to add excuse me, an audio track. Add audio track, and we can drag the audio file down. Doesn't matter where we put it. I'm going to move that up a little bit so we can see it clearly, and I'm going to zoom in like so. Now I did leave the sound recording on the Brave 7 because it does record sound, it's just not usable. And what we can see here is a little peak. And what I did to actually get that was, once I started recording, if I play it from there, you see I clap, and you get that little bit there. So we've got the peak on the video, and now we're looking for the peak on the audio. There it is. And what we've got to do is line those two peaks up. So if I drag the video across to there, looks roughly in line. Okay, this is a sound test
using my phone as an external recorder.
And that looks pretty good. If we had to line it up a little bit, or if we got the Chinese dubbing effect, then all we'd need to do is just slide these around a little bit just to adjust it. But that looks pretty good. So the next thing I need to do is get rid of all the unwanted footage that I've got on there and the unwanted sound file, because we don't need to see me clapping on the final video. So what we do is we come along here, we'll choose a point where I'm happy to start the video, select the video file, and we split it at that point. Now, without moving this at all, I select the audio file and I split that. Then I can delete the unwanted video clip and the unwanted sound clip. And then we've got our video there and our sound clip nicely in line. If I turn this function on, this just does whatever changes you move, like you move anything around, it just ripples it across all the tracks. So I can move that around and it will ripple it across. So if we play that.
Okay, this is a sound test using my phone as an external.
And there we are, a synced up sound file to a video file. Well, hopefully you found that useful. It certainly gives us a sound file that we can process and make usable, which is more than you get with the internal sound from the Brave 7. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, please give me a like and subscribe down below. Thanks. Bye for now.